On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. So I can't wait to get on that road.
Oh. Okay. So welcome to On the Road Again with Shaggy and Colin.
Hello.
So we just got done seeing Jurassic World in IMAX, which was different. And so now we're going over actors and actresses and everything. And Colin, you had a good question.
Yes. What do you think about the Chris Pratt being Indiana Jones idea?
You know what? When I first saw the Photoshop of him because I think it was a Photoshop. I don't think it was him in Halloween or anything. It was a Photoshop of him in Indiana Jones clothes. I thought it looked awesome. I thought that he could pull off the role perfectly, especially with his little 5 o'clock shadow beard and everything. And I think he's got that right mix of funny and adventure and everything. You know, so I think he would do well with it. You know, and I think it would be good.
I think he could. My problem is that he looks too believable as an action hero. And Indiana Jones.
So you want somebody who's not believable.
I'm just saying, Indiana Jones as a character is someone who is a college professor who most of the time when he's doing stuff is a bit bumbling. You know, he never really quite jumps over stuff all the way. He barely jumps over stuff.
Okay, but so you add a little bit of Andy from Parks and Rec into what Chris Pratt is now.
I'm just saying Chris Pratt is almost too physically imposing.
True, but he has been very fat before.
That's not that's more of a skinny thing, I think. He's just too big of a guy.
Well,
but I think he can definitely pull off the part. I'm not opposed to it. I'm just looking at it going, I'm not sure.
I would like to see him try, let me put it that way, because I can't think of anybody else that I would want in there.
Yeah, I mean, like Bradley Cooper might be able to do it.
Okay, I can kind of see that maybe. But that would be, because I think he would have problems with the action parts.
Yeah.
You know? I haven't seen him in much action adventure stuff.
True.
But
there isn't much beyond Chris Pratt that I would like. Just like Shia, no.
No.
Not even, just no. Not even his son. Yeah. I think Crystal Skull, like many other things, just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, I think Shia LaBeouf's career is pretty much over, except for maybe indie films.
Which is sad, because he was in Fury.
Yeah. That's a tank movie,
yes,
isn't
World
it?
War II tank movie.
Yeah.
And he was amazing in that movie.
Okay.
But from the sound of it, it seems to be the last movie he'll be in.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, some people just go crazy.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Well, he was, the character was kind of crazy in Fury, so that works, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So I actually put out on Facebook and Twitter that I was going to be doing a special On the Road Again segment. I didn't tell people how it would be special, but obviously it's special because you're here. And I asked for suggestions. And guess what? We got one.
Okay.
We got one. It was a article that somebody submitted that was talking about banning tipping. And I said, well, I don't know about banning tipping, but I think tipping is a good topic.
Yes.
And I don't know if we've talked about it on the show before. We might have a while ago.
It's a very American thing.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, because I haven't done I haven't done any traveling outside the U.S.
I haven't either, but I happen to know that tipping is very big in the U.S., not so big outside the United States.
Well, it's probably because they pay, because they expect a good service outside the United States. They're not used to crappy service, whereas here we have to reward someone for doing their job.
Yeah. It's become the point where it's not just a reward, it's expected.
Yeah. But I wonder if other countries have different pay scales for whether you're a tipped or non-tipped,
Well,
server.
I don't know that many other countries have such different labor laws.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't be surprised if it's that different. I mean, there's countries where they work many less hours per day and with bigger breaks in the middle of the day.
Oh, not only that, but part-time employees get vacation time.
Right.
And the vacation time they accrue is much more.
Yeah.
And they actually use it.
Yes. Yeah.
Unlike us Americans.
Yeah, we're very bad at using vacation time.
Who usually get half as much vacation time as the rest of the world and still don't use it.
Yeah.
Which is why we have stupid campaigns like One More Day. Because really we need a TV campaign to tell us to take vacations.
Yes. That's why I've started scheduling my vacation. I now pretty much have like a spring vacation, a summer vacation, and a fall vacation.
Now, do they all take place at Disneyland?
No. Well, none of them take place at Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
So far, I mean, my summer vacation is in Missouri.
All right.
That's the one where I spend the summer, I spend the week floating down a river, going from one place to the other over and over again.
Okay.
Which this year I've actually bought myself a inflatable canoe.
Oh.
So hopefully we'll have high enough water, because sometimes it's so low you can't even float. But yeah, the spring vacation this year was Universal Studios Orlando. Didn't even go to Disney.
No.
And then my fall vacation this year will be Disney. It'll be my first vacation as a Disney Vacation Club member.
Hey, by the way, the viewers can't see it, but we caught up to the dickhead. The car here with the trailer. That's the one that ran the red light in front of us.
You're right, it is. Where the heck was he going?
I don't know, but obviously he didn't get there very fast because we caught up to him.
Yes.
And this guy pulled up to an intersection. The light had been red for as long as we could see it, and still made the turn. Still went through the intersection. And we're scratching our heads going, you can't do that.
Luckily it was still the same direction we were going.
Yeah.
It was, you could go straight with a green light, but the red light was for the turn.
Yes, left turn on green arrow only.
Right.
And it was very much red.
So at least there was no traffic coming the other direction that was going to hit them. But yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, very bad. So anyway, to tipping. Now, yes. I tip for good service. I tip more than my normal, which my normal is I take the tax and I double it.
Yeah, that's usually my
just because it's and then usually I round up. Take the tax, double it, round up. I figure that's a good, if somebody did a good job, that's what I'll do.
Especially if they only give me the check that has the total price on it, not the breakout. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, if they give me what the tip percentages are, then they could end up with a higher tip.
Yeah. Because
depending upon where you are, the taxes could be different and everything else. So.
Right.
Especially if you bought booze or not.
If they give me the receipt that has the real pre-tax price, then I'll go to the trouble of calculating out the real tip, which is probably better than the double tax thing.
Yeah. Now, if it's a buffet, I usually do $1 a person.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for multiple people, I can see that.
Just, if I'm by myself, usually I throw down 2.
Yeah. I never tip less than 2, regardless.
But again, they're only getting my drink. And if I'm getting my drink, they're not really getting anything, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All you did was pick up my plates, and that to me, no. You didn't do any work, really. No more work than you should be paid to do.
Yeah, if it's one of those places where you get your own drink and you get your own plates, then this is like no tip.
No, you're a bus boy, and bus boys don't get tipped.
Right.
So that's kind of the way it goes. And we're into wonderful construction.
Yes.
But
these roads here were absolutely terrible, so I'm happy to see them.
Yeah, but every time I've been on this road, it's been under construction.
Well, this time it's the bridges.
Yeah. Well, we don't have enough bridge problems in Illinois.
I know all the bridge problems in Illinois.
I hear that something like 50% of the bridges are bad.
It depends on what terminology you use. The problem is in the bridge business, we'll use the word like structurally deficient.
Oh,
Structurally deficient just means
like London Bridge, it's falling down.
no. It just means that we've looked at it and it's not as good as it could have been. But the best is we use the term called fracture critical.
Oh.
Fracture critical means if there's a piece of the bridge that if it breaks, the bridge goes down.
Oh.
Now, people hear that term and they go, oh no. It's like, no, you understand. The Brooklyn Bridge is a fracture critical bridge.
Yeah.
I believe the Golden Gate Bridge is a fracture critical bridge. If the big cables that hold the bridge up break, the bridge falls down.
Yeah, if all of them break.
If any of them break.
Well, no, because there's multiple cables in there.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, I'm saying if the
one whole side,
yes,
if one whole side's cables breaks,
yes,
that's true. But I saw the dirty jobs where he had to work on replacing part of a cable.
Yep.
And there's lots of cables in there.
Yes, there are.
So.
Like that bridge that collapsed several years ago. It was up north. I can't remember where it was now. But that was also a fracture critical bridge. So we don't build fracture critical bridges anymore because we decided that's
it's a bad idea.
There are better ways to do things.
Well, I think that's all just natural evolution. We always figure there's better ways.
Yes. There are less elegant ways, but at least there's more than one thing to break before the bridge falls down.
Sure. So, so tipping, and I don't tip for other services. Like movers, I've
never hired a mover.
I have friends with trucks and vans, so I don't have movers. Appliance installers, people like that bring you stuff, I don't normally tip them. Do you? Like if you were to have a fridge delivered, would you tip the guy bringing it?
I have no idea. I've never had a fridge delivered.
No. How about this? Because I did do this concrete delivery. I had a guy came out, not like concrete bags of concrete, like the concrete truck. All right. Now I did tip him because he's sitting there. Well, he could just sit there like a bump on a log and do nothing.
Yes.
But that guy got into it and helped and everything else.
Yeah, but he gets tipped.
Yeah, he gets tipped. If you're helping out and you're doing the delivery, you're helping out. One, because it makes you go faster so you can do more jobs in a day, and two, because you obviously are working with idiots who don't know what the hell they're doing, then you deserve a tip. That's just the way that it goes.
Yep.
But no, there's a lot of people I don't tip. Bartenders I tip. You give me and it seems kind of weird because a bartender's already there. The booze is right there next to him. He's not doing a whole lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
But bartenders tend to get big tips for not doing much. When you look at it percentage-wise.
Yeah.
Because bartender will have a beer. Okay, it's $2.50. All right, keep 50 cents. Keep the nickels, or keep the quarters. I don't need the silver. All right.
Depends on the quality of the bartender, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If the bartender gave me a beer, or the bartender got a rum and coke,
yeah.
Who cares? If I got a really nice drink, like some of the there's a place up in Chicago called the Violet Hour by Bill, and you watch them making the drink, and they're like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They get a little thin straw, stick it in there, put their finger on the end, pull it out, take a little sip to make sure it tastes right, adjust it a little bit. Yeah, they get a tip.
Okay. So the more care they put into it, the more tip they get.
The better they are at their job, yes.
Okay. All right. So
if they just went over to the margarita machine,
pulled the handle, the slushy machine.
Yeah.
The laziest way for a margarita ever. I think we can all agree.
Yes.
I don't like margaritas. I haven't liked margaritas really ever. I'm not a huge tequila fan. I spoiled on my Irish whiskey, I guess. That's what I'll drink. So.
But another example. See, there's a place in Orlando named Raglan Road, which I think
Yes,
you
love
went to.
Raglan
Yes.
Road. Been there once, love it.
I was reading a review. Someone said they were there they just retired, and
Which that's an Irish Celtic,
it's an
dinner, bar restaurant thing.
Yeah, it's an Irish Gastropub, I guess you can call it.
Gastropub seems kind of hoity-toity.
Well, it is a kind of hoity-toity place.
It's a bar restaurant, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes,
I think if you said Gastropub and you were in Ireland, you'd get beaten with potatoes.
they have a $60 steak dinner.
Yeah, but
And in the
Okay.
story, they saw on the menu they have a $60 shot of whiskey.
that's expensive.
So she said that next year when they went, and they did this because it was his 60th birthday. So they went back and she got him the $60 shot of whiskey. And the bartender himself came out to the table with a special bottle of whiskey and showed him the bottle and told him about it. Apparently, it was very good. It better be
For $60 a shot. Hell, a whole bottle of my stuff's only $45, and I think that's ridiculous.
It's nice stuff.
It's good stuff, but I think it's still ridiculous. I mean, it's 12-year aged, so
There's
Which, boy, that screws people up. I don't know how many people I've gone to their houses or whatever, and they're like, "That's a 30-year-old bottle of scotch." Right on the label, it says 12 years. Like it says 12 year. Yeah, but I've had it for 18.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
You know that doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work with wine. It doesn't work with scotch. It doesn't work with anything. The moment it's out of the cask, it stops aging. I said it doesn't do anything for it.
well, the exception of what you just said was the wine.
Really, it doesn't mature anymore.
Wine is matured in the bottle.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. I did screw up. Wine's true, but some wine, really good wine.
Well, that's the problem. This is what people miss. Most wine, as it ages, turns into vinegar.
Yes.
Okay, so if you find like a 30-year-old bottle of Chardonnay, it's probably not any good.
Oh, a 3-year-old bottle of Chardonnay is not any good.
Right. The wines that age are wines like ports, ones that have lots of alcohol in them and lots of sugar. Those are the ones that age.
Yeah. My wife and I use a 2-year rule on Chardonnays. It has to be within the last 2 years, or it's no good. Don't even bother buying it, because it's not going to be any good. Right now, she likes a couple of Australian wines, and one is the one with the kangaroo on the bottle. I forgot what the hell it's called.
Oh, yes.
And those guys, right now you cannot buy a 2013 from them because it's going to be horrible. By 2014, you'll still be good. 2015 should be coming out shortly, but the 2013 is just horrible. And Sam's Club had like 3 pallets, I guess, that they found all of a sudden, because that's all they had in their whole section. So yeah, you got to watch your years on your wine.
Was it like Yellowtail?
Yeah, Yellowtail, that's what it was, yeah. And I have no idea what the rule is on, like, Zinfandels and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I know that they do not stay good very long.
That's why I like going to some of the better wine places, because I know that they won't have stuff that's bad. I'll tell you a good wine. I forget exactly what kind it is, other than it's a wine. It's a German wine called Blank Slate.
It's probably a Riesling if it's a German.
It's very possible.
Or it's a Riesling or a Splatslates.
No, it's not. It's probably a Riesling.
Yeah.
But it's a very, very good bottle of wine.
Is it like a crisp white?
Yep.
Yeah, then it's a Riesling. Most likely. See, I still feel like I should be the age where I don't know this stuff. All I know is it Miller or is it Bud? You know? I feel like I should still be but I'm 37 going on 38.
Yep.
And it's not good.
Yep.
It's just not good. So, but, yeah. So let's see here. What else do we have on the documents? I had, got it. This is, by the way, closed track, professional driver, don't try this at home. Don't you like that? It's a little disclaimer that'll go right about here.
Yeah.
You know? So. You wake up on a deserted island. You get to choose one superpower while you're on the island. Which one is it and why?
One superpower while you're on the island.
Yes.
So as soon as you leave the island, you lose the superpower?
I would have guessed, and I don't know why. Maybe there's a special ore on the island which allows you to have whatever superpower you have. So therefore, I would suppose you couldn't use the superpower to escape because it would go away the moment that you left the island.
Right.
So which superpower would be most useful while you were stuck on a deserted island?
That had to be the powers of Doctor Strange.
Okay, I don't know those powers.
Well, among other powers would be the ability to astral project myself. So I could leave my body in the island, but then go other places and watch,
All right. I think going through the normal scope of superpowers, flight, strength, those types of things. I think strength would probably be the most useful of all of them in that situation. But I don't know. It's a weird question, yet somebody asked it on Ask Reddit. I don't know why you would do that. Here's a good one though. What should you stop doing and why haven't you? And that's a pretty open question too. So, I haven't stopped overeating or eating unhealthy or not exercising, or in this case, speeding, and there goes a cop.
But they get the phone down.
Yeah. I think he doesn't seem interested.
How fast were you going?
83. On a 75 doesn't seem too bad, so he must not be terribly bored today. 75. I was going 75 in a 75. Or 70 in a 70, whatever the speed limit is here.
Whatever the speed limit is, that's how fast
Exactly how fast I was going.
Does that thing actually work?
What, the radar detector?
Yes.
If it was plugged in. But it makes a lot of beeps and bongs and noises and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And normally I just stay up with traffic, so it doesn't matter. So those are what I haven't done. I keep telling myself I need to lose weight, I need to exercise, I need to, do the diet thing, or just really change the way that I eat, because diets never work long term. And I haven't done it yet. Always blaming it on no time, or no this, or no that, or whatever. You know the struggle.
Yep.
So what haven't you stopped doing, or what haven't you done that you should have done?
Well, let's see. I'm going to go with wasting too much money on games on my iPhone.
Big iPhone gamer?
It's just addictive. It's, the Family Man Quest for Stuff game.
Oh, okay, I don't know that one.
Well, it's kind of like there was one of those, here's the town and build stuff, and if you give us more money, we'll build stuff faster for you.
Oh, okay.
Like, give us money, we'll give you these things you can only buy with things that you buy with money.
So kind of the whole Clash of Clans type, kind of similar type thing. All right.
The thing is, I've been sort of doing it to stop doing another thing. I am a bit of a hoarder.
Really?
In that I just like buying stuff.
Yeah.
And
then you do like your toys.
And then I don't know where to put it. So I discovered that...
You have a whole house to yourself.
Yes.
Have you filled up your whole house? With just you and the cat?
I don't need more stuff. So I've discovered that if I take that thing, the tendency to want to buy stuff, and do it on my phone instead.
Well, you buy virtual things which don't take up real space.
Exactly.
All right.
But at the same time, recently I've been like deciding this is wasted. I should probably stop.
I might as well just flush money down the toilet. Is what you decided? Is that kind of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just cannot get into I play games on the phone for about a day, maybe two, and then I just give them up completely because it just doesn't do anything for me. You know, either it's too slow or it's too annoying or whatever. You know, like I played Words with Friends for a while, and either people wouldn't play fast enough for me, or people would play nonstop, and I'm like, listen, I gotta work for a living, you know?
Yeah.
You know, always inconvenient in one way or another. Or I play whatever the quiz game is there, you know, and I mean, it just was a pain for me. So I just don't play games, and you know, yeah, my wife looks at me weird. I browse Reddit on my phone. That's about the only thing I do on my phone. Facebook, Reddit, email.
Yep.
That's it.
I always find myself like, I'm bored, I can't find anything to read. There's nothing new on the internet.
Oh God, you ever get in that internet rut where you keep going to the same places over and over and over again, and you think there has to be more? There's this massive web, you know, of all these sites, and I really should, you know, be seeing. One, I should find things of social, moral, and intellectual value. You know, there has to be more out there in the world than just kittens playing piano or pornography, you know, or whatever it is people search for nowadays. You know, but you check all the same sites in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Most of them have never changed. You know, but those are the sites that you always check. I have about, you know, a dozen or so.
Yep.
I gotta check Woot, gotta check Daily Steals, gotta check Facebook, gotta check, you know, a couple other ones, and then I'm done for the day. You know, sometimes I won't check Woot in the morning, so that I give myself something to look forward to at 10 o'clock. Those, of course, are the times where there was something on Woot that I really wanted to buy, and it's sold out by the time 10 o'clock runs around.
Yeah, or like a couple weeks ago where they had those bags of crap only available on the app.
Oh, I didn't even see that. See, I don't even check the app. I just check the website.
So I got a notification on my phone. By the time I actually got logged in, they were already sold out.
Yeah, that happens all the time. I've just given up the dream of bags of crap at this point.
Oh, I know. At this point, they're just... they're imaginary. I don't think they really exist.
That's like when there's a Woot off, I just give up. I'm like, you know what? I don't have time to sit here and watch all the Woot offs and see everything.
Oh, I know. I used to like have a alarm go off on the computer, let tell me everything time something new came up.
Yeah.
And I read that all night, waking me up in the middle of the night. Oh, something new? I don't want it. Something new? I don't want it.
There was a Woot off a couple days ago. My wife emailed me or texted me, one of the two, at like 12:30 and said, "Oh, you'd really like what they have on Woot right now." I read the text about 1:30. And I said, I don't know why I would need a blow-up punching bag. And then I looked at the time and I said, oh, there's a boot off. I probably missed something. Scroll. Oh, there it is. It's an outdoor stand-up projection screen thing. I really don't need one anyway.
Yeah, they've had that pop several times.
Yeah. And I'm like, a sheet across the pergola would work just fine and be a lot cheaper. So, I'm just like, And she said, well, you're always talking about movie night outside. I'm like, yeah, I am. But,
There's movie night, and then there's, I filled up half the closet with some inflatable screens so that once a year we can watch a movie outside.
Yeah, and you know what, I would do it, but pergola's not done yet. That's like a whole evening taken up doing one thing. And then, invite people over, set everything up, tear everything down when it's done. Just watch a movie inside.
Yep.
Could do. I don't know, maybe this fall. Maybe I'll do it this fall, but I doubt it. I probably won't.
You have to get sound up high enough, and then your neighbors are mad at you.
Yeah, exactly. But, I watch same sites over and over again, and then every once in a while I say, I'm not going to look at these sites for a week. I'm going to let them just sit and look at them later. And then, then I get really frustrated. I look at them anyway. Yeah, sometimes it just seems like there's nothing good on the web.
Yeah. Infinite content. Well, it's like the ocean, Water everywhere, not a drop to drink.
Yeah.
That's what the internet's like sometimes.
Except for when PTR is on. That's a great time to be on the internet. I mean, it's great. You can always tune to PTR. There's something to watch.
Sure.
I think so. I was looking. There's a thread called "What's the worst candy you've ever eaten?"
Well, we know the answer to that.
We know the answer to that one. It's bacon beans.
Of course.
That is simple.
Not even really a good question.
No, I mean they just obviously need to watch the show. They would have the answer to that one.
I'm not even going to try best the candy. That's crazy.
No.